I first learned about Jerusalem University College when my family came here on a short-term trip when I was a senior in high school. We came here for about 2 weeks with a pastor-parishioner trip, and I kind of just decided I wanted to come back after that. So I worked for a couple of years after college and then came back here for my master's degree. It was great. It was challenging. It was fascinating to learn so many different details of history and culture and archaeology about the Bible that relate and just illuminate the text, and I enjoyed it very much. Obviously, I wanted to come back, so. I would say the heartbeat of our college here is we want people to get a view of the Bible in the context of where it was written. We want them to understand the culture and the history and the geography, and for it to come to life in a way that it can't do over in America, where green pastures and still water mean something different here than they do back in America. So to see the land and the people in the land and to experience it, and to bring the Bible to life that way so that people can go and be more effective in their preaching and teaching ministries back home. A number of our students are involved in local ministries, and so they're used in that way. And I think also just when people leave here, they go home and have a different perspective that they can share with people back home, wherever that is. Our teachers are all very interested in the lives of the students and want to disciple and mentor them. A number of our teachers are Jewish, actually, and not Christian, so it's going to be a different thing for them. But our president and many of our teachers are also strong believing Christians and want to encourage the students in their faith and help them to apply what they're learning here, which is not always very applicable immediately, and want to help them apply it to their lives and to their futures and help them see how this can change their life. And there's a lot of life on life happening every day here. One of our professors is a Jewish rabbi, and so he has a very different perspective on Bible and how to interpret it, and he teaches 3 classes for us, and students sometimes have a hard time with him and sometimes they love him, but it's just a great opportunity to get a perspective of, what he's from. The Pharisaical traditions is what he would claim, and so even Jesus was probably somewhat from the Pharisaical tradition, even though he spoke against them in some ways. But that's what modern day Judaism grew out of. And so to be able to get that perspective on the New Testament and the Pharisaical influences and Jewish influences on the Old Testament is very helpful for many of our students and enlightening in a lot of ways. The church can support us, first of all, by coming. We have a lot of short-term groups that come here, and that helps support us and helps spread the word and helps get people to know about us and know what we do. And to be honest, it's hard to know what we do until you can come here and see it for yourself, because it is very unique, even among other tours in the land. And then also we can be supported financially. Our students are always in need of scholarships. It's difficult for them to be able to find the finances to come here. So prayers for sure are always helpful too. There's often a lot of Israel can be a difficult place, and it's becoming more difficult, I think, for Christians in a lot of ways. It's more difficult to get visas for our employees. It's more difficult to get visas for our students to come, and finances as well are more difficult. So prayer always for those to be provided. I think probably the reason I love being here the most is just every day, every week, I get a new perspective on something here, and whether I get new perspectives on the Christians here and the Christian community here and the history of the church throughout the ages as it's been here, or a new perspective on where the land is, and Michmash is over here, and so this is probably where Joshua and his armor bearer climbed up, and so I can see how that would have played out, and then the Philistines would have fled this way, and it's just fascinating, the different things that you can learn every day, every week here. And how that changes your perspective on the Bible and on life and on Christianity. And that's probably what I love the most. I do what I do because I love being here and because I believe in the ministry of JUC. And I love to see students come through here and learn and have their worldviews challenged and changed. and expanded by what we do and teach here, and I love to be involved in that. Since our incorporation in 1957, we've had over 20,000 students through our program here. About 200 of those have been graduates of the master's program, but most of them have been short-termers, come for 2 or 3 weeks at a time, mostly from evangelical background, but just various Christians from all over have come through our doors and have gone through our program, which is exciting. Jerusalem University College offers a number of different programs. We offer several short-term options, pastor-parishioner programs. You can come with a pastor, usually 2 weeks. We offer different scholarly programs, 3 credits for, or 3 or 4 credits for 3 weeks, and you can come and do basically what our physical settings class does. Then we offer a Jesus and His Times, also short-term for 2 weeks. We offer semester programs for students in various colleges. We have about 80 affiliated schools who sometimes send their students here for about a semester to take physical settings, and then a number of our other classes. And then we have 3 now master's degrees. One is the Modern Middle East. You study Israel, the history of the Middle East, the history of Palestine, the West Bank, and the whole conflict there, as well as Christian communities in the Middle East and the history of Christianity here. Pretty much everything Middle Eastern that we can, we stuff into people's heads for that program. Then we offer the historical geography of the Bible, which includes archaeology, geography, history, cultural backgrounds of the Bible and all those things. And then in addition to that, kind of in a similar program, but a different degree now, we offer a Hebrew and Semitic languages emphasis master's degree. So those are the 3. Here at Jerusalem University College, we like to take our students out of the classroom as much as possible into the land. A number of our students have participated in digs, especially in Ashkelon. We also had our own salvage dig down in the garden last fall that a number of our students were able to participate in. But more often than that, we take our students out and look at the geography of the land. We visit several churches, and just to get immersed in the culture and geography of the land as much as you can to see the land with your feet. I would just say encourage as many people as you can to come, because it really is life-changing. It will just, coming here changes how you see the Bible in so many different little ways, and it's hard to communicate to people who haven't been here. So I guess I would encourage as many people who can just to come and to see it for themselves. If they can come for a few weeks or a longer time, it's worth it.